Yo guys, what is good? Gear 413 here back in the day, guys. And today, guys, what I wanted to go ahead and do, because I made the auction house video for December, is I wanted to make one that's just about all the prices of the cars. And so what I did is I sort of sat around for a little while. I was doing some other stuff on the side, and I would just sort of let the screen set up, and I would go through the cars that have actually sold. I would come up with prices and an average price of what I was getting for certain expensive cars out there. And I wanted to also give a shout out to one of you guys named D Struts, and he showed me this method right here just to like look it up. Because normally what I would do is I'd come down here to rare cars, but the thing with this though is it also shows me barn finds and let's see here. There's also the cars that you win from the street rate from the midnight battles. But he showed me this method, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you as well. So big shout out to him, guys. I'm actually really happy about that. So you come here to the search page on the auction house and you hit X, and it pulls up a more advanced search. And you just scroll up here to rarity, and you can just go right here to Horizon Edition cars, and that just helps so much, guys. Like, I'm actually really excited about that. That actually helps a lot with doing these sort of videos and stuff like that. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to go over prices, and first car on the screen though is the Countach. Now the Countach for some reason is being really weird. So I'm actually gonna scroll over because I put this all in Excel and I set it up so that it would give me average numbers automatically. So, but what I did is for the Countach, this is why it's weird. So I saw prices selling at 200,000. I saw prices selling at 300,000. But then I saw one sell at 1,069,000. Then I saw one sell at 1,1300,000, and then I saw one sell at 1,000,000. And it's like ridiculous. I don't understand why they're going for such high prices when like this one has no bids and it's going to end soon. So I actually ended up coming up with an average price of 518,000 credits. So that was kind of interesting. I don't know why the Countach is that way. Then we'll scroll down here to the next one. This car is barely going for anything. Although surprisingly, it's actually in a little bit of a bid war. That's the highest price I've ever seen on that, guys. At least since they came out this month anyway. Because when I was going through there, I didn't see a single one of those sell. Not a single one. Everyone went no sale. It's ridiculous. The Ford Raptor Horizon Edition though, I did also do as well. So let me go over to that one. So on the Ford Raptor, I came up with an average price of $2,086,000. Now that guy got a deal. He got it for 1.8. But I did see. So I only got 3 prices though for the Ford Raptor. Although let's go ahead and just throw that one in there. 1,858, and now it's at 2,029,000 is the average. So it actually even went up a little bit. So, or wait, no, it didn't go up, did it? Or did it? Let me check that. No, it went down just a little bit. But the prices that I got is I got one that was a 1.3 million, or like 1.376, 1.3 million, and then I got a couple that were like 2.4 million. So I don't really know about that. Then we got the GT Horizon Edition. Now the GT Horizon Edition is also being kind of weird, because the cheapest price I saw for it was I saw a 486. But then I would see like a 1 million and a 1 million, and normally it would stick around the 800 range. And I came up with an average number of around 750,000 for it. So it's actually kind of it's up there, but it's not as high up there as it should be, to be honest, some of the other ones. I think it's because maybe it's still available in the wheel spins, or a lot more people own it. I really don't know on that one. And then the Ford Focus RS Horizon Editions aren't selling at all. Neither are the Corvettes, really. Well, the Corvettes are selling, but they're only selling for like 300s. And then you see there's another GT Horizon Edition. He could have bid on this one, got it for $500,000. But he ended up paying 864. I don't know. But let's see what other cars there are. I'm really surprised this one's not going a whole lot with the new method that I put out the other day. Because I know Don Juan Song, he made his video. But I think this one's easier to use, even though it's just a speed skill boost. So I don't know. And see, this one went for 479. I don't understand some of these prices, guys. It's really going weird. Kind of haywire a little bit. Then you got the Ford Mustang Boss 302, and I think that's actually kind of a high price for them. Let me pull this up really quickly. Oh shit, that's right. I couldn't find any Boss 302s, but it's the one I didn't do because there were actually none for sale at that time when I was actually doing it. I forgot about that. Uh, or like the next sale wasn't for actually I think it was like 6 hours before the next one was going to be sold. So it was kind of a bit weird one. So I didn't actually take down any prices, but as you guys see, that one just sold for 1.5. Now we got the Subaru BRZ. That one is going for really high money considering the BRZ prices that I saw. So I'll pull this up, and I got the average price to be 1.95 mil. And so I did see a couple though. However, though, I think there is one thing that's going on that is skewing the price a little bit. So I saw some prices that were like 1,437,000, 1,376,000. But normally it would be around 1.7, 1.8, 1.9 mil. But then there was really one that was weird. And it was being sold by this one guy, Gamertag. I don't know if like he's like has a YouTube channel or anything like that that's maybe like giving him more views and people are like, oh, I want to own his car or whatever. But a guy by the name of Abraham, pretty much Abraham or whatever, but he goes like Abraham. He had one that sold for 3 million and then another one that sold for 2 million, just one bid. I don't know what was up with those. So Dodge Vipers aren't selling really. Again, see that one's not selling. Another Subaru. This one didn't sell for 3 million. The Countach though, there's a 537, no bids on that 1 million. Ford GT 639 still going though. See if we can find a Huracan mixed in here, or any other cars that I was using. Now the 22B, I did find an average price on those ones. It's really bad though. So let me pull that up real quick. Yeah, it has an average price of 329,000. Nothing good at all. And the only reason that that's even that high is because I had one that I saw that sold for 527. See, this guy got a great deal. He got it for 801,000. That's an insane deal, guys. He got so lucky on that. Chevy Camaro Super Sport. Now this one should have sold, I think, given my data, because I have an average price of 1,095,000, but as you see, guys, he's got 900,000, so it would have been a low. You would have saved maybe 100, 200,000 or so if you would have bid on that, and instead of bidding on one that was a lower price that had already had some bids in. But you know, some of the prices I got, there was a 1,376,000, a 1 million, a 1,100, 1,136, a 1,101, and then there was an 864, which was kind of low, but and that sort of averaged out to almost 1.1 million. So let's see what else there is. There's another Camaro Super Sport. That one's going for 580. So maybe they're lowering in price. Whoops, wrong button. Don't set me at the top. Damn it, it set me at the top again. Well, anyway, we'll just go ahead and restart this. Rarity. Rising Edition cars. There we go. So I just want to kind of go through most of these. You know, there's another BRZ Horizon Edition that's at 1 mil. Here's a Huracan. 2.9 million right now. And let me go ahead and pull up all the prices. Where are my Huracan? Oh, that's broad, right? Yeah. So Lamborghini Huracan, average price 3.6 million, guys, and that's insane. And here's why it's only like it's 3.6. Most of them were around like the 3.6, 3.4 range, but I did have two sell for over 4 million. So honestly, if you guys can get this less than 3 million, you guys are rolling in it. That's all I'm gonna say. You throw it back up on the auction house. Odds are you're gonna get a huge price for it. Because I'm going to be looking into Huracans, looking to find those like $2 million ones that nobody else wants to bid on, and put a bid out on those and see if I can get it. Now we got the Project 7. We didn't see one of these before. So let me go ahead and grab that page up. So Project 7s, on average, are going for 1.376, actually. That's what it says on my screen. So that's actually the average price right there. There might still be some more bids going on that. I did see one that hit... I saw two that hit 1.4. I saw one that hit 1.5. Another one hit 136, and then another one hit 1152. So, you know, that's really an average price for that car. With the average price, I think it showed 3,000 more. So really not that big of a deal. It's got a Don Juan song tune on it. Now, there's a whole issue though, by the way, about this. People are buying these cars, and then they put a tune on and a paint job on from somebody else. But the weird thing is, the person selling the car I think is getting the money from uses and stuff like that, and the painters and the tuners aren't. It's really weird. I don't understand. A lot of people are kind of pissed off about that, especially in the tuning and painting world, because they're losing a lot of money. Then we have the M4 Horizon editions. Now these ones are a little bit weird as well. So most of them were going for like, there was two around 1,150,000. But then there was a couple at like 1.4, 1.5, 1.3. And then there was one that sold for 441, but it had stock paint job, stock tune, nothing on it special. And I don't, honestly, I wish I would have seen the 441 while it was going, because then I would have bid on it, been like, I'm buying that car so I can sell it again, make some money. But unfortunately, I didn't see it in time, so that kind of sucks. But let's see what else is there. Now, we got the Nissan GTR Horizon Edition. We'll go ahead and pull that one up, too. So, the average price on these is just around $2 million. It's actually like $1.913 million. So, and I saw some prices going. I saw one that hit 2.6. There was a 2.3. But then on the low end, there was a 1.3. So, right now, this is actually the cheapest one. But I definitely will most likely see. We'll see more bids on that one as we go on. So, let's see here. Any other cars that we have on the list? The Dodge Vipers aren't selling. The BAC Monos aren't selling really that much. See, like that one's only got 200,000, and I bet you that's how it's going to sell too. They're not going for a whole lot. Let's see. Because I actually had one of these Mini Coopers for a long time. It took me 5 tries to even sell it for 200. It was insane. So we got a Ford GT Horizon Edition. What else is there? So, the ones that we haven't covered yet. So, we covered all of these ones, which are the main ones. Let's go. I'm just going to go ahead and search for them. Let's see here. We'll actually back out here. And the first car that we haven't covered is the Subaru Brat Horizon Edition. And now this one, it actually has a really, really good price, I think, for the car itself. It's going for just about $1 million. Like, this one's got 13 minutes left at 200,000. But you see here though, there's a bid at like 800,000 already. Another bid at 800,000. Surprised there's no bid on that 600,000 one, with the one at 800 and 400 right beneath it. So, but overall though, it was coming out at a price at around 9.25 was the average. But I did see a 2 million credit bid for one of these, like one of these ones right here. It would have been basically this car, but it would have had the name down at the bottom. I think it sold to the same person. He just didn't want to deal with, a lot of people bidding on them against him. So he bid on a $2 million car, and that was the most expensive one I saw. But I did see a 1.1 million as well. But the low end though, I saw a 359. So this one's a little bit risky. You don't really want to be going after it too much if you're trying to make money and resell and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, so it can be risky. You can get it for like 359, or you could end up spending 1.1 on it if that's what happened. So let's see here. We went over the Subaru 22B and the Chevy Camaro. Now there are 2 unicorn cars as well that are going for big money. So, well, even one's not even a unicorn car. It's just a car. But everybody wants them. So, in fact, what happened is Turn 10 they had to actually go ahead and up the price on this. Because I remember you could buy this out at max price was $111,000 before. Look at that, $3.3 billion. And that's a car that everybody gets. But a lot of people want multiples of them. So they're going for huge money. Huge money. I remember I almost bought one out off you guys for like 100,000, and I'm like, nah, I can possibly get one later. No, I can't. Oh, wait, hold on. I see 100,000 one right here. Ah, dang it. I wasn't fast enough. I was going to buy that out. So, his game might not be updated properly. So, you can occasionally see those ones. Damn it, I wanted that car. I was going to buy that out. Oh, he got to it first, though. Curses. Oh, that kind of sucks. But 3.3 million. But there's no other bid. Oh, wait, there's one right there for another 3 million. There's one for 1 million. But you see, guys, these cars are going for super high money right now. Then there's another unicorn car, called Classic, essentially. But let's go ahead and look at that one. And that is the Nissan S14. So, there's Nissan. Where is the Silvia K's? Now, these ones, I didn't see anyone actually selling them. But I saw, like, these high bids right there. Okay, so there's a 1.1. There's a 600,000. So these guys are going for quite good money, too. However, though, there is an event coming up. I think that we're going to be able to win a second one. So everyone's going to get another chance. So that'll be fun. But I think it lasts only one day, like the original one did before. And I think that is... Let me go ahead and check, because I made a video on this. I'm going to just Google it real quick. December Forzathon. Okay. This was in the weekend review for November 25th. Let's go ahead and pull this up. Yeah. So actually, the next event, which is going to be December 14th, so 4 days from now, there's going to be another Forzathon where you're going to have another chance at the Nissan Silvia. So, or the S14. So I would make sure that you guys get on that. And those are really the main prices. If there's any price of any car in particular, guys, that's maybe going for a whole lot of money, I would go ahead and just leave a comment down below. Maybe I'll be able to include it on another video later on. But another car, though, guys, right now that's going for really little money is this one. And this is because everybody can get it. I did see one person bidding on one of these earlier. But now, though, there are so many of them. I have one now. You guys should get one now. So I would go ahead and, yeah, if you guys own it, don't sell it. Don't do anything yet. It'll probably rebound later on once people stop selling it, and anyone who missed this event will be like, I want the car, and they can get it for a lower price, and you might be able to sell it for like 2 million credits or something like that later on. But anyway, though, guys, that is where I want to go ahead and leave it off for today. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and make sure to smash that like button down below for us, because already your support is so greatly appreciated. And make sure to subscribe for more videos coming out all the time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.